Welcome to episode 2 of Warzone Weekly, where we discuss the most recent Call of Duty update, talk about everything going on in Warzone this week, and also take a look at what's happening in Modern Warfare 2. So the launch of Season 1 brought a stack of content, the biggest being the introduction of the new Warzone map, Al Mazrah. Now there seems to be 1,000,001 things to do across Al Mazrah inside of the Battle Royale and DMZ game modes, so we're not going to delve any deeper into that so it doesn't spoil any of the fun, but there's plenty of new missions, game mechanics, contracts, quests, and other things to do that I'm sure you are all getting stuck into at the moment. Now, massive news for those console Warzone players, boys. We finally got the Warzone Field of View slider with the launch of Season 1. I don't know why it took them 3 years to do this, but it did, and we bloody got it finally, guys. 120 FOV in Warzone on a console. What a dream come true. What a dream come true. Next up, Season 1 also brought us a brand new Battle Pass system. We are now able to choose our own unlock pathways through the battle system by selecting each segment and unlocking each sub-segment throughout the Battle Pass through the Battle Pass tokens. It seemed a little bit overcomplicated, a little bit all over the place when it first dropped, but I think this is a good thing for those who enjoy the Battle Pass, having more freedom with what content you can unlock and in the order you want to unlock it in. That's not a bad thing at all. Speaking of the Battle Pass, the Victor's XMR Sniper Rifle and the BASP Submachine Gun are now obtainable through the Battle Pass, whilst the new Assault Rifle, the M13B, can be obtained through the usual weapon platform progression, purchasing the gun via a store bundle, of course, or through looting it from the Chemist in the new DMZ mode and extracting with it in your hands. And on that note, if you extract from the DMZ mode with a gun that you currently do not have unlocked, you will instantly unlock it upon completion of extraction. So say you don't have something like the RPK unlocked, jump into DMZ, make sure you loot it, extract with it in your hands, and then you will have it unlocked upon returning to the menu. So that's pretty cool if you ask me. Now with the launch of Season 1, they also did a ton of weapon tuning. We won't go into too much detail here, and I will put up the full details up on screen for you guys so you can see it, but going through them pretty quickly and going through them by weapon category, starting with the assault rifles. All assault rifles had a long distance flinch increase. The Kastov 545 was buffed, the Kastov 74U was nerfed, the M4 had a minor buff, and the M16 had quite a big buff. Moving on to the battle rifles, the FTAC Recon had a buff and the SO14 was nerfed. Not much for the handguns, all of them had a close range flinch increase. Again, for the LMGs, all of them had an increase to the long distance flinch. Moving on to the marksman rifles, the Lockwood 300 was nerfed, the SAB 50 had a minor nerf, and the SPR 208 had a big nerf, increasing the flinch when hit. For the shotguns, all of them had an increase to close range flinch. The Bryson 800 was slightly buffed as well. For the submachine guns, all of them had an increase to long distance flinch. The FFS Hurricane, it's really hard to say, I don't know why, the FFS Hurricane had a buff, the Miniback had a nerf, the PDSW 528, the P90 had a big buff, and the Vel 46 had a very minor nerf. And then finally for the sniper rifles, the Signal 50 had some adjustments to 2 of its barrels. And then to wrap up this video, guys, with the Modern Warfare 2 multiplayer side of things, Shoot House 24/7 playlist was introduced, the CDL mode in private matches was removed, good luck to those trying to practice for the Call of Duty tournaments, and then finally we see the introduction to the new Tier 1 playlist, the rebranded version of Hardcore, which seems to be disliked by the community at this moment in time. They've based it off the campaign's realism mode, they've removed hit markers, kill feed, all of the usual stuff you would expect to see in a hardcore game has been taken out. So time will tell whether they'll kind of merge it back towards something along the hardcore lines, or they'll keep it this way and just no one will want to play it. Time will tell. So there we go, guys, keeping it short and sweet this week, leaving all of the exploring in Al Mazrah down to you guys. So best of luck out there playing Warzone, playing Battle Royale, playing that DMZ mode. And of course, guys, if you enjoyed this episode of Warzone Weekly, then let me know by dropping a like on it down below. If these videos do well, I'll continue to drop Warzone Weeklies, updating you guys with everything that's going on in Call of Duty, Warzone, and Modern Warfare 2. Let me know your thoughts on some of the stuff in the video down below. Do you like Warzone 2? Do you think DMZ is better? Do you like the Tier 1 hardcore playlist? Let me know down below. We are also on the road to 2,000 subscribers. It feels like yesterday when we hit 1,000, but things are moving pretty quickly these days, so thank you for anyone who shows love on the channel. I really appreciate it. And again, guys, thank you for staying tuned to the video. As always, feel free to subscribe to the channel for all of the latest Call of Duty news, tips and tricks, how-tos, class setups, and much more.